You should even go to Melodies, the one that Cameron talks about.
Melodies? Oh, yeah. I've heard of Melodies.
Oh, yeah, it's pretty good.
Alrighty, well then I guess I will see you this weekend or Friday or something.
No, sounds good, bro. I'll let you know.
Be safe.
Alright, later.
Later.
Good morning, guys. Sorry for the intrusion. I was on the phone call for, planning things for this weekend. Today's video that I got for you today is about me. Alright, so I've asked a lot of people on my Instagram to ask me questions that I'm gonna be responding onto this chat, which I will make sure that they show up like on this area right here on this side, so y'all can see what questions I'm answering currently. I didn't get that many questions, so it's not gonna be a very long video. Let's get right into it then, since we're here. Let's start off from the bottom, yeah? This is from, actually I'm not even gonna say the names. I'm gonna keep y'all anonymous, but you know who you are if you ask these questions. Do you like to go to parties? No, I do not, especially with you, so stay home and don't ask me to go anywhere. No, I'm just joking. No, yeah, I love going to parties. When I was a little midget, I usually wasn't a kid that always went out. I didn't know how to dance with people. I was a very antisocial person. I didn't like being in public. When I went to Coliseo for a teens night, I really liked it. I liked the vibes and everybody there. Even though I wasn't dressed the part of it, I was literally one of those kids that was wearing tennis shoes and pants and a regular Goodwill jacket. I liked the vibes, how it felt, and I really liked the music as well, and it really got me interested on seeing how people dance. So I would always want to go and keep on going to learn new things and to make memories, which I do a lot nowadays, which is great. It's amazing. And that's what point of parties are. It's not just a place where to get drunk or to get high. I've been to many parties where people are like, hey, well, why would you drink or smoke or nothing like that? I'm like, well, because I don't need alcohol in my system to have fun at parties. I love parties, I really enjoy parties. And yeah, anyways, good question. Next question: would I rather go out or stay in? Since now that I'm 20 years old, they let me decide, and I sometimes just pick I'd rather go out. I sometimes pick that I'd rather go out because there's really not much to do at home. I mean, there is things you could do at home, but not really. So yes, to answer the question, I'd rather go out than stay home, because why not? I'm too young. I can't be living my young life in the house all day. Do you like making YouTube videos? Yes, I'm not a pro at it though. I suck at making YouTube videos. I've made like 3 YouTube channels in my past life. One with my cousins and one with my gaming style type live streaming thing. It was pretty bad. It wasn't succeeding pretty well. Until I became Buc-ee's, I was like, you know what? People seem to laugh at everything I do because I'm just a general. And every time I finish a YouTube video, it makes me feel accomplished when I see the video that is finished and all that. So yes, I love making YouTube videos, and I do it just to entertain you guys. Okay. Have you ever broken a bone? No, I have not, surprisingly, and I've played a lot of sports during my time. I used to play soccer, which as a defender, and me as a skinny guy, it's kind of surprising that I loved the position of defender. I also played volleyball, sand volley as a little side club in my college times at UMHB. I also did rugby in my college times at UMHB, and surprisingly I haven't broken no bones. I guess I got bones of steel or something. Sure. Eye and hair color, as you can see, my eyes are neon blue. My hair is black. This is an interesting question. Have you ever dyed your hair? If not, hold on, I can't see this one. Hold on. Have you ever dyed your hair? If not, what color would you want to dye it? I never dyed my hair, but I have thought of dyeing my hair. I don't know why, but this is just a thought. But I had thought of dyeing my hair like silver strings on it, like a faded silver hair with black. I don't know why. I'll probably take inspiration from Arcane. If you haven't seen Arcane, I recommend watching it. It's really good. What was the last baile you went to? Last baile. Like, we're talking Mexican or just like a regular dance in general. Last dance or somewhat of a dance I went to was when I went to go see Destroy Lonely at the Forever Fest in Houston, Texas, aka H-Town. And it was interesting. It was a fun experience. I never experienced anything like that. Being pushed in raves really did kind of like hype me up a little bit. And it's a really good place to release your anger and all that. But if we're talking about Mexican parties, last Mexican party I went to was R3. Met up with Jasmine and the others there, Valeria as well. But I went for Cubano's birthday and Aron's birthday as well, and it was really fun in my experience. I really enjoyed it a lot. What influenced you? What influence made you to what? My English ain't Englishing. What influence made you to do this? What influencer made me do? A lot of influencers made me do this. I guess people I look up to that made me come up with this idea. Honestly, first influencer that I saw that really made me want to do something similar was Fofo Mendes. That's his account's name. And after that, when I started going out constantly, and I'll see him there, and I'll see that he got eyes, I'm like, you know what? I want to be something like him. So that's when I started seeing similar things where people will go into public in costumes. And what made me become Buc-ee's, or made me run into that idea of a Buc-ee's character, was when I went to a party or a quinceañera once. I believe it was quinceañera. They came out with robots, and everybody seemed to swarm that and enjoy it. So when I saw that, I'm like, you know what? That's for me. So when I went home, this was when I was in UMHB, I went home and I looked at my phone, and the first thing that popped up was a video of a guy in a onesie going to school in public. And like, you know what? That's the move right there. So I went to the Buc-ee store that was like 20-minute drive from UMHB, and instantly bought me a onesie and wore it around the school and UMHB. And then after that, I went to a party with my cousin in the onesie, and people asked me if I was getting paid for this. And like, you know what? I could actually make this into something. And that's when Buc-ee's became well known in Georgetown, which is why I call it the hometown of Buc-ee's, because that's where Buc-ee's was risen from. Are you gays? No, I love women with big beaties. What's your favorite Lego I built? Ooh, favorite Lego I built. Watch. Wait here. Chat, I think I broke something. I just bought this. Oh my gosh, it's a llama. Okay. Yes, I know, I'm very childish when it comes down to it, but this is my favorite Lego set. It took me like a good 30 minutes to build it. It was a hassle getting these little pieces together on it, but hey, it's pretty cool. I do play Lego Fortnite, and I do play Fortnite a lot, and when I saw this, you know, I had to get it, you know. $40 is not really bad of a price. This will be the last question, actually. What is better, Ferrero or Hershey? I'm gonna be honest, I never tried Ferrero. I'm not a chocolate guy. I'll eat it. I just won't eat it for a long time. But to answer your question, I love Hershey's a lot, especially the Kisses. I used to, back in the times when I was in high school, I would get a bag of Kisses, a big bag portion of it, and I'll go around asking girls if they wanted a kiss. Obviously, I did it as a joke. But one thing I want to say, though, which is not irrelevant to anything, one thing about me that I want you guys to know was this whole Buc-ee's thing really made me stand out in a good way for myself. Because when I was in middle school, I have a lot. If you know anybody that went to my middle school at the time that I was there, they would tell you I was always the weird kid trying to fit in and all that. I was very extremely weird. But during high school, I started growing up, and people started seeing me as like someone cool to hang with, so a nice kid. And I'm like, you know what, fine, whatever. I can't be hiding in my whole. I can't be hiding in my little world the whole time. And so I tried to start talking to people, you know. And the only reason I'm very antisocial was because when I was a kid, I never had siblings or true neighborhood friends because I was always moving. I will move from San Antonio to Austin, back to San Antonio, back to Austin, to Maynard, to Kyle, to Buda, all over. I'm all over the place. I never had a school to stay with for sure. I moved to around 10 schools a year, yearly, which really not yearly. Let me make that sense. No, almost throughout my years, I would always move schools. I never had childhood friends. So once middle school came by, I told my mother, hey, I want to stay for this at least 3 years in the middle school. And she's like, okay, I agree with you, son. So my mom and I got together. We talked about it. She's like, okay, we're going to put you in Ojeda Middle School. And which is where I started to try to make friends, because I knowing that I was going to be there for 3 years, I was like, you know what? I'm going to try to make friends for that at the end of the year. I could say bye to somebody at least. Which middle school was kind of weird. I was the weird kid. I tried too hard to fit in, and obviously I made an embarrassment of myself, you know. And one thing for sure, I was very sensitive at that time. Well, I still am, but in middle school, since it was something new for me, being around people that I was trying to, you know, contribute to or to get to know, I was very sensitive when I came down when I did something wrong, or if I didn't make myself look stupid, you know. And yeah, so middle school was kind of rough for me. But then when high school came by, that's when I decided to move with my father in Elgin, Texas. And that's when I went to Elgin High School, where I knew my cousin, which was a relief because at least I knew somebody that I know, right? So when I showed up to this high school, of course, I started off weird. People didn't know who I was, and until I started meeting new good people there. You know, I met Naideline, Eric, Miriam, Elijah, Chris, his sister Faye, Riker, Star, Martin Roman, there's more people out there that I'm forgetting to mention, which makes me look like a bad guy, dude. I swear to God. Arath, congratulations, you're becoming a big singer, dude, and I really am proud of you, buddy. I want to thank you guys for being part of my life, you know. You still are, you know. If something happened and you came to me for help, I will try my best to help. But then after high school, I made into college. Went to college, I made good friends there instantly. You know, college is a whole different ball game. I went there. I met my good friend Patrick, Cameron, Marley, Ayana, Lindley, and everybody else. I'm not gonna mention everybody because all the names are just they're getting out of my head. That's where I started Buc-ee's. People supported the Buc-ee's, you know. People supported the idea of what I was doing, and they're like, "Hey, you're amazing." I remember once I went to the college cafeteria, and some girl came to me like, because I had my onesie on. She's like, "People like you is the reason why people think the world has some good in them, you know, like kindness." I was like, that means a lot. That really means a lot. This is me, pretty much all about me, guys. Gotta make the video short because I got a birthday dinner to go to right now. So, I want to thank all you guys that were good friends and are still good friends to me right now, to this day. Buc-ee's will keep on going until I feel like when it's time to put the boot down, which is going to take a while. Which is not anytime soon, I should say. Next video though, for sure, this Saturday, there's going to be a quinceañera in Georgetown, Texas, the home of the Buc-ee's. And I'm going to be taking my phone, this phone right here, and try to record as much as possible of the party, just to give you a guy's point of view on what I do at parties. I want to thank all of y'all. You guys are for real the Buck family. You guys are what made Buc-ee's possible, not me. All I did was just show up in the onesie and you guys made the fame go up. So I really appreciate it. I don't care how many people I have that follow me. I don't care if I just have 400 or 300 or at least 20. As long as I have somebody that looks up to me, you know, as someone to hang around with, someone fun to hang around with. But again, this is the end of this video. So thank you guys for watching. Please drop a like and subscribe. And I guess I'll see y'all soon at the party. Later.